It all began with a letter, official-looking, stamped with the HOA's logo, demanding that I pay $250,000 in fines for supposed violations on my property. I stared at it, disbelief rooting me to the spot. I had owned my land for over a decade, paid taxes faithfully, and followed all building codes. How could an HOA fine me $250,000 for doing nothing wrong? The letter listed a series of violations: minor landscaping changes, a few small additions to my cabin, and even a claim that I had altered the natural water drainage. Each item seemed exaggerated, and yet, according to the HOA, I was liable for the astronomical fines immediately. I called their office, expecting some clerical error, but the voice on the other end was curt and dismissive. "You've ignored repeated notices. You must pay, or we'll take further action," the representative said. Fuming, I decided to dig into the situation myself. I pulled out my deed, my property survey, and the tax documents I'd kept meticulously over the years. That's when things got strange. As I traced the property lines and reviewed public records, a shocking realization hit me. The land the HOA claimed as their neighborhood was legally part of my property. Every lot, every street, even the small park they managed, all of it fell within my deeded ownership. I couldn't believe it. The HOA had been operating as if they owned the community, enforcing rules and collecting dues, while the entire neighborhood was technically my land. The more I investigated, the more absurd the situation became. Not only were they trying to extort $250,000 from me, but they were doing so on land they had no legal claim to. Armed with this revelation, I contacted a real estate attorney. Together, we compiled the deeds, surveys, and tax records, creating an airtight case that clearly showed the HOA's claims were baseless. The attorney was stunned. "This is unbelievable," he said. "They've been managing your property for years without realizing you actually own it. You have complete control, and these fines are entirely invalid." Before sending a formal notice to the HOA, I visited the neighborhood in person. Residents were shocked when I explained the situation, their faces a mix of disbelief and amusement. Many had complained about restrictive HOA rules, high dues, and petty fines, but they had never realized that the organization enforcing these rules didn't technically own the land. Some even joked that they were paying rent to the wrong person. I sent the formal letter through my attorney, demanding the HOA immediately cease all attempts to collect fines and acknowledging that I was the legal owner of all the properties under their management. The response was a mixture of denial and stammering excuses. But the evidence was irrefutable, and within days, the HOA officially backed down, rescinded the $250,000 fine, and issued an apology, though a grudging, carefully worded one. The victory felt surreal. For years, I had been quietly owning the land beneath the neighborhood while the HOA imposed its rules and fines. Suddenly, the power dynamic had shifted entirely. I could have, if I chose, dismantled the HOA, reclaimed dues, or instituted entirely new rules. Instead, I opted for restraint, using the situation as a lesson in patience, observation, and the importance of understanding your own rights. In the weeks that followed, I met with residents to explain the situation and assure them that nothing would change in their daily lives. The neighborhood continued to function as it had, but the HOA's influence was permanently diminished. People thanked me for stepping forward, grateful that the absurd fines and overreach had been stopped. Looking back, it was almost comical. A $250,000 fine meant to punish me, levied by an organization that didn't even own the land. But beyond the humor, it was a powerful reminder of the importance of understanding property rights, questioning authority, and standing firm when confronted with outrageous claims. Ownership isn't just a piece of paper. It's knowledge, vigilance, and the courage to enforce what is legally yours. In the end, I didn't just keep my property. I gained the ultimate satisfaction of knowing that, technically, I owned the entire neighborhood, quirks and all. And while I had no intention of exercising control over the residents, it was a reminder that sometimes the most powerful position you can hold is the one you never realized you had.